Hello, hello. What's going on, you guys? And welcome to another story time brought to you by ABC Read and ABC Learn, in which I am here to help you all develop and nurture that love of reading in every child, as well as every adult, with our particular focus and emphasis on our Black children, Black adults, Black families here in America and across the globe. Welcome, welcome, y'all. And I hope that you all are having an absolutely phenomenal day, or it might already be evening for you. So I hope if you already had your daytime that it was phenomenal. And I hope that you all have read, or your plan is to read for at least 30 minutes, y'all. That's what's up. That's what's going on. Well, I'm going to go right on ahead and I'm going to delve right into the chapter. For those of you who have been regulars on our channel, I know you all have been anxiously waiting for the next chapter. And my apologies for taking a little minute for uploading this next chapter. But here we are, right here. The book Stealing the Game, written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Raymond Obstfeld. And if this is your first time, I would advise you please to go back to chapter 1. This book is so exciting. There are a lot of different things that are happening. Chris and Jax are brothers. They are the main characters. And Jax is the older brother. Chris is the younger brother. And Jax is just making some really tripped out decisions. He decided to take a break from college. He was going to college to be a lawyer like his parents, or like their parents rather. And we are trying to figure out what is going on. He has been looking as though he's in some type of trouble. And Chris is trying to figure it out. And so when you, like I said, when you go back and listen to the other chapters, you will see that Chris has actually got a detective, someone he goes to school with, to go figure out what's up with his brother. He's trying to see what's wrong. And so I would like for you all to sit back, relax, put on your listening ears and your imagination caps, and let's delve into Stealing the Game. Some serious ball. You ready to play some serious ball? Jax asked. He was smiling but seemed jittery, which was not like him. I don't know how serious it will be, I said, but we'll give them a good game. Yeah, that's fine. But can you beat them? He gripped my arm a little too hard. I yanked my arm away. What's wrong with you, dude? He took a step back as if he just realized what he'd done. Nothing. Sorry, Chris. I just hate owing this guy. He leaned closer to me and lowered his voice, even though we were the only two people on the court. I'd really like you to beat this guy. You know, just to make a point. What point? You know that he's not all that. Not as cool as he thinks, he shrugged. It would mean a lot to me. I didn't know what to say to that. It wasn't like Jax to get all worked up about a bunch of middle school kids playing basketball in the park. But then almost nothing Jax was doing lately seemed like his old self. I hope Theo was having luck with his phone calls to Stanford. Dudenheimer, Roger said, pulling up on his bike. We're the unfortunate victims of our superior basketball skills. Coming, Jax said, nervously checking his phone. Be here in a minute. The rest of my team arrived during the next 10 minutes. Rain, Tom, and G. Hernandez. G's real name was Jesus, pronounced Jesus, but people teased him by using the Christian pronunciation, so he shortened Jesus to G. He wasn't on the school team, but I played with him before at the park, and he was scrappy and fearless. I'd seen him dive on the pavement for a loose ball and come up with the ball. Bloody elbows and a big grin. Gee, Rain said with a smile. I didn't know you were playing. Chris said your team needed a little salsa flavoring, G said, exaggerating a Mexican accent he normally didn't have. Rain laughed. I'm the hummus, you're the salsa. What's Roger? Good old all-American burger, he said, with fries. G nodded at Roger's big belly. And a milkshake. Roger laughed and patted his stomach. You know it, bruh. Tom pointed at Rain's t-shirt. It was white with the word foreign in small black letters. The word was so small you could barely read it. What's that supposed to mean? He asked. Rain made her own t-shirts with what she called one-word poems on them. I never really got them, but I thought it was cool that she did it. Why is the lettering so small? Roger said. At first I thought it said forgotten. Rain said, that's a good one. I'll do that next. But what's it mean? Tom asked again. An artist doesn't explain her art. That would defeat its purpose, which is to make you think about what it means. Man, I hate that explanation, Tom said. Same crap we get in class. Just tell us, okay? I could see Tom was getting a little agitated. He was a math whiz with straight A's, but in English, he struggled to maintain a C. He was the polar opposite of me. Is this about immigration? G asked. Rain shrugged, holding her ground and refusing to explain. Unfortunately, this wasn't good for team morale, so I decided to say something. Maybe she's asking us to think about all the meanings of foreign, I said. Like, at first you think she means a foreigner, someone born in another country. But then you think, maybe she means everything that's foreign to us, like how Wall Street works or most of the stuff on the news. I know how Wall Street works, Tom said proudly. I ignored that. And we're all afraid of what's foreign to us, what we don't understand. So maybe the word is small to show that what's foreign can be afraid of us, how we react to what we don't understand. Sometimes cruelly or violently. They all stared at me as if I just popped out a few extra arms like Armed and Dangerous. That's pretty good, Rain said. She smiled like someone relieved to be understood. Pretty darn good. Not really. I knew that Rain had been hassled by some kids because her parents were Muslim, and also by her family because she didn't really practice Islam. So she was foreign to everyone. I still don't get it, Tom said. Me neither, dude, Roger agreed. Sounds like something you'd say to impress a teacher. I shrugged. I pretty much talked myself out. Like my mom always said, I used words like each one cost me $10. Psst, Chris, Jack stage whispered. Where's your bike? I asked G. I noticed him walking past the tennis courts instead of pedaling the black mountain bike he got for Christmas. G scowled. Stolen. Someone got into our garage and took all the bikes. Holy crap, Roger said. Chris, Jack said more loudly. I ignored him. Theo's dad came by our house the other night to warn us about that. It's been happening all over the place. Rain nodded. Our neighbors down the street got robbed too. Thousands of dollars worth of tools. They also took every computer in the house and some jewelry from the bedroom. Chris! Jax hollered angrily. If you don't get over here, I swear! I turned. Jax was standing about 20 yards away, waving for me to join him. What? Come here! He barked, waving even harder. I went over to him while my team started shooting. What's the big 911? I asked. What's she's doing here? He asked, glaring at Rain. Playing basketball. Why? Why? Because she's tiny. These guys won't care that she's a girl, Chris. They will run right over her until she's nothing more than a greasy stain on the court. I was so mad and afraid of what I would say that I turned and walked away. Is that them? Tom said. He pointed with the hand that only had 4 fingers. Well, 4.5. He lost half of his middle finger when he was 3 and reached into a blender. Did your stomach just kind of tighten into a fist? Mine did when he first told me. Ugh. Sometimes for a joke he'll give someone the finger, but no one ever gets mad. They just stare at his stump and look confused. That cracks us up. Anyway, he's still a great ball handler and a dead shot from the free throw line. Roger, Rain, Jesus, and I all turned to look where Tom was pointing. 5 guys wearing gold basketball uniforms poured out of a white van, followed by the driver Faux Hawk. On the side of the van was a cartoon frog wearing a knight's helmet and holding a pool skimmer like a lance. Under the frog, in big blue letters, it said, "Sir cleans a lot, pool servicing." I guess Faux Hawk had a side job. Holy crap, Roger said with a snicker. Gold uniforms? You ever seen that before? I haven't, Rain said. Hustle, 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 Faux Hawk shouted, clapping his hands repeatedly. The team burst into a quick run. As they got closer, our expressions changed from smirks at their gold uniforms to stunned awe. For one thing, they ran in unison, their left legs hitting the ground at the same time than their right legs. It was like some kind of synchronized swimming routine, but on land. Faux Hawk jogged leisurely behind them, but with a big grin on his face, like someone who's won the lottery and just showed up to collect his winnings. He wore skinny black jeans, a vintage Kiss t-shirt, and a brown leather bomber jacket with so many zippers that it looked like it had been in a knife fight and the zippers were scars. His blonde Faux Hawk looked a little taller today, like a tidal wave frozen at its highest point. In New York City, he would have looked like a gang member. In Southern California, he looked like a wannabe hipster movie star. I'd seen some of those clothes in the fancy stores at South Coast Plaza. They were worth more than the van. They're huge, Rain whispered to me, some fear in her voice. Yeah, I said. She was right. They towered over us, each near 6 feet tall, if not over. Maybe the gold uniforms make them look taller, G said. He looked at Roger. Right? No, man. Those dudes are monsters, Roger said. And coming from me, that means something. No way they're our age, G said. They've got to be 15 or 16. At least, Rain said. Faux Hawk scowled at his team. What are you waiting for? Go warm up! He threw a basketball hard to one of the players. The 5 guys immediately darted for the court and started running drills. They didn't talk or joke or scratch their butts. They ran layup drills, passing drills, and shooting drills. So that's what a club team looks like, Tom said. So that's what doom and humiliation looks like, I thought. Whoa, y'all. Hey! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all heard it, right? Still in the game. Still in the game. Oh, my goodness. We get into the meat. We get into the meat, y'all. The meat and potatoes of this book. Ooh, is that them on the cover? Is that the golden uniform boys? It looks like it is. So it's about to be on and popping, y'all. For those of y'all who don't know what that means that it's about to be some real serious ball playing. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all ready to find out what happens next? Well, tune in for the next upload, all right? Our next chapter, Meet Your Undertakers. All right, you guys, that was it. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell so that you will know when I upload the next chapter of this awesome book written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, former NBA champion. All right. And, of course, the other author, his co-author, Raymond Obstfeld. All right, you guys, make sure you share this video, subscribe, and like, and make sure you please keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace, reading family.